ring, but I'll take it home and take a look at it anyway. Hey guys, this is Texas Tiger Digs. I think I have a couple of clips from my videos earlier here, and this is the roundup. And basically, it is an explanation of my first official shakedown cruise of the Vaquero. Now, a lot of you who follow me have known I've had the Vaquero for a while, and I took it out and had a less than successful first run. And that was a mistake, because I took it out on my weekends. You know, my weekends I'm pretty serious about my hunts. I'm always reasonably serious, but on the weekends I probably put a little bit too much pressure on myself. So I went out with the Vaquero and hit a couple of deep cans. I'd forgotten my basic beep and dig techniques of raising, you know, making sure it's not there. I was digging signals that had multi-points with my pin pointer, and you know how I don't hardly ever dig anything that has more than 2 points with my pin pointer. Well, let's just say I don't intend to dig anything, but I often do. But I often dig with the realization that I'm making a mistake. So this time I went out and actually used disciplined and used that procedure to make sure I didn't dig anything large or junky. And I picked a couple of junky targets that were on edge and I misread, but on the whole I did pretty good. So I went down with the Vaquero, and I ran the Vaquero like this. I ran my discrimination with the notch just before iron here. I don't know if you can actually see that in that photo, but it's just below iron. My discrimination, that's what I used. And you know, I ground balanced it, balanced great. And that was my basic way of going. And then I would take it down to try to determine exactly what I got. And it was a very successful, and you know how I measure success. So those of you who've been around, watched my videos for a while, know how I measure success. And that's right here, nickels. Actually 3 nickels. Nickels. So I got 3 nickels. So that means I'm doing what's required to find gold. Now I know that's a massive oversimplification, but that is one of the ways I determine exactly how well I have my machine set, is getting nickels. And I did notice, you know, nickels fall in a lot of category of a lot of can slaw, a lot of small pieces of aluminum. But I did notice with the Vaquero, when I did my little technique to determine where the break point was, when it broke at the 5 for a nickel, and then I would back it off, I would get a little static coming down. You know, it's a single tone machine, but I got a little hesitation coming down, and each time I did that, it was a nickel. When I got that clean break, when I moved from the nickel back to the notch that I showed you before, then it was always, at least to this point, it was always a small piece of aluminum or garbage along those lines. Anyway, so that was it. And the rest of these, a couple of quarters and a penny. So I was actually able to use the Vaquero and actually hit a few targets. And like I said, it was only like a 35, maybe combined 40-minute hunt in an area where I didn't expect to have a lot. I really admire these guys that go out and get $5, $10, $15 in clad. I really don't have the time or the inclination, but I have done well in silver nonetheless, silver jewelry. Like I told you, my parks are new, maybe circa 70s, so finding silver is going to be exceptional for me. But finding silver jewelry has been very good for me. I have had now, what, 8 silver rings, and if you include a silver bracelet, 9 silver items this year so far. Anyway, I found this little open-end wrench. I really like this. So it'll go in my box of worthless wonders. I really enjoyed digging this. And I went out to the, and I think that's one of the videos you saw. I found this, and I was trying my best not to make this a ring, but it's gilded. It is very, very shiny. I don't know of a reason for you to make this that shiny unless it's meant to be decorative. And rings are normally decorative if they're not real. If they're real, they're decorative too, but they have value. So I'm going to have to classify this as a ring. So this would be my 14th ring, and it's not too far off ring size. You know, I'm a guy, so, you know, not with huge hands, but you know, you could see a lady that could actually put that. And it's kind of rough, like it's been beaten up, but it's not like it's rough where it would hurt your skin. You see, I'm shooting this thing up and down pretty violently. So I'm going to have to classify this as a ring. If you can find a way to classify this otherwise, just let me know. But until then, I'm going to classify that as a ring. So this is my 14th ring. So that was my run with the Vaquero. Like I said, I'm going to be using it again. In fact, I'm going to be using it again all this week on my lunch hunts when I get an opportunity, and maybe on an evening hunt or two. I just got to get the cobwebs off and get my beep and dig, my Tesoro back on. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. I'll be back at it tomorrow, maybe, all according to how the time breaks and how work breaks. So I will see you at the next hunt, at the next dig.